What's up? We're back. Round 2 coming up, guys. We're gonna have Vincent versus Clint, father versus son.
Father and son.
Epicness on camera. Clint is Clint's running his Django Phasma, which has it's been treating him pretty well.
And Vincent's playing Palpatine, which is
could be a sleeper. I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
it is a sleeper, but it could be a sleeper.
I think it'll catch a lot of people by surprise.
I think in that the Galactic Qualifier didn't a Palp make top 4, or was that on the Artificery?
I don't know if it did in the Galactic Qualifier, but
Oh, maybe it was top 16 or top. It was on one of the top.
I know it's been
Yeah.
taking down a lot of
Yeah.
players.
Yeah, so Palp can still be a thing. I'm not gonna go as far as to say it is a sleeper, but it definitely could be a sleeper. So.
And Vincent pilots it very well. Like, how old is he?
He
can't be like more than
7,
8.
I think 7 or 8.
But
this kid is a prodigy, dude.
He's gone undefeated in multiple tournaments, right?
Yeah,
with this Palpatine.
This kid is a prodigy. He definitely seems a lot older than his age. He knows the game very well. He doesn't play mistake very often.
Oh, so Mephisto's saying that it was 4th at PAX on day 1.
Yeah, okay. Oh, on day one, yeah. Yeah, definitely could be a sleeper. I'm not going to be surprised to sit down across from it. We'll put it that way. I'll be expecting to see somebody playing it. I think it's a deck you're going to need to be prepared for. So.
Yeah, and Clint's running Django Phasma, so kind of the transition from the CAD Phasma before. It doesn't hit quite as hard, but it does hit you without you being able to do anything about it.
I've played against it a couple times. It works. We'll just put it that way. It works.
Yeah, it's similar to Sabine Ezra, but it has more health. It has 2 colors, so it's not as
and now
vulnerable to Kylo.
Yeah. And now as far as playing against it, I think a lot of people's first intuition is you go after Phasma first.
That's mine.
Yeah. And that's what I've started doing. But I have played against him and gone after Django first and not felt bad about it because I took away the action cheating and any spot yellow he had in his deck.
Right. So the electroshocks, the friends in low places.
Right. And everybody, Phasma's dies are better, more damage sides on them. But I really didn't feel bad going after Django first.
Yeah, I could see the argument being made to go for Django first if they play a non-redeploy weapon turn 1 and you think you can kill him on turn 2.
Right. Yeah. I think I do think the correct line is to go after Phasma.
And Vincent and Clint shaking hands, saying let's have a good game. That's funny.
Knowing Clint's probably going, don't beat me too bad on camera.
Right.
So looks like Vince has an Indomitable in his hand, a Sith Holocron. Didn't catch the rest.
2 holocrons.
2 holocrons.
Well, that's
gonna
better.
put 1 back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Probably looking for that 4-speed. And that's what he did the other night. He just hard mulligan for 4-speed, played 2 4-speeds turn 1, and
double 4-speed on. I'm gonna take 4 actions. I'm gonna be done before you even.
Yeah,
go.
And he just re-rolled Palp's dice until he hit 6 damage.
Yeah.
And dealt 10 to you.
Yeah.
It was
sick.
It felt really bad, honestly. I did not enjoy losing to a child playing
Yeah,
Palpatine.
but it makes it even worse because he's real nice about it, As a matter of fact, the first time, guys, all right, check this out. The first time I ever really talked to Justin, and definitely the first time I ever played against him was at a local tournament. And he was playing Snap Solo. And I messed around that week, and I put together Bala Aura.
Yep.
And which was a fun deck to play. And I sat down across from Justin, and he just commenced to turn 1 hit and run, take my resources, and I don't think I saw but like one or two
I don't
resources the
think you
rest of
dealt.
the game.
I don't think you dealt a single point of damage
No,
to me the entire game.
Now I hadn't played against it yet, so obviously I went after Han, which I don't think was correct. You know, you just kept shielding up Han, so I don't think I had one damage token showing on the board.
And that was another thing that felt bad was I was playing Han Rey against his Palpatine.
Oh yeah.
And but my opening hand was 2 planned explosions.
Yeah.
And a disarm and no upgrades, and it was
So there comes a night sniper on Django.
So Clint deciding to shield up Django, which is interesting. I would be more inclined to shield up Phasma, especially against Palpatine, because her special, it deals 3 damage for longer because he has so much health.
Yep. So anyway, guys, Justin commenced to whooping my backside that night, and I literally told him, I was like, it makes it really hard because I want to be mad at you so much, but you're so nice, while you're beating me.
I did feel kind of bad because you didn't know what was happening to you, and I was like carbon freezing, auras die, and
and then from that point I'm like, do I claim early just to get a Han die? What do I do? Like,
carbon freezing chamber is just brutal against a 2 or a 3 die deck.
But I will say, it was that night I fell in love with Snap Solo, and Justin was nice enough to shoot me over the deck list, and I officially became his playtester. So,
so Vincent dropping an Indomitable, fantastic card. Like, dug in, but no stipulations other than having one character.
Somebody at FFG said looked at the R&D department and said, make me a card specifically for Palpatine. And they came back with Indomitable. That has to have been what happened.
So did Clint use the focus to go to a resource?
I think so.
I guess it was an interesting play.
I think he focused a resource and played his backup muscle.
So he was just trying to wait out the because Palp kept stalling. He played the Dark Presence.
Which at a certain point, I'll actually just go ahead and activate Django.
I'm the same way.
At a certain point,
especially when you're playing against good players, because they'll intentionally pass just to like get under your skin. And
and now I will say, playing yesterday, I was playing Kylo, 2-player Kylo Django. One of the younger guys I played against, I'd already activated Kylo, resolved Kylo's dice. I think I pulled a lightsaber throw off, and they kept stalling. They had Bala activated. Didn't have any of his dice resolved, and they actually passed to try and make me activate Django first, and I already controlled the battlefield, and I literally passed without activating Django. Like, I did 4 damage that round. I was like, I'll reset and start a new round. I got 4 damage in and blanked your whole round, so I'm good with that,
So Vince claimed and removed a Django die. Frozen Wastes, that's a pretty good battlefield to go with Palp because he's so fast.
Yeah, I liked it. I actually talked to Vince about it a little bit. The only downside to that is if you get somebody who's also running a super fast deck.
That's true, like this one. Django Phasma.
I know I was playing when I was still playing Kylo Knives. I played against Vince, and I actually claimed probably a turn early just to take
potentially 5 damage off the table.
Just to take a Palp die. Was that another Indomitable in his hand?
He's got a Force Illusion.
Force Illusions. He's got Endurance in his hand. Another card that helps Palp so much.
So no damage has been dealt yet. That was a very
one with backup muscle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it was a very weak turn for both players. So DH-17 coming down on Django. And Vincent's probably like, I should have just rolled in and not played the Force Illusion.
Yep.
To trigger Django early.
So 2 range showing on Clint's dice.
We'll see. And Vincent rolled a 3 on Palpatine, so we'll see if Clint.
And Vince added Dark Presence to his deck last week, I think. He was telling me about it. I used to run Dark Presence in Palpatine. Took it out after a couple months. I felt like it was just too slow. Wouldn't give me enough wasn't giving me enough advantage to spend 2 resources on it. But it feels really good when you roll a blank on a palp die and you get a reroll with a Dark Presence. Or with your holocron die out there, you know, if you've resolved your palp die, you just reroll your holocron die and hope to hit that blank. You can hit a blank or a special and feel good about it.
So Doubt is like an awful card to play against Palpatine.
Yes.
Like, all of his die sides are good.
Yeah.
But Clint got pretty lucky there. Vincent rolled in back into the 2 shields, and he's already full on shields, so...
He still gets the 2 damage out of it, though.
That's true.
So he might... It's just like... It's still bad. I mean...
Yeah.
If you don't blank a palp dice with Doubt, it's bad.
Right. So, Clint decides to reroll without rolling in Phasma.
I don't like that.
Yeah, me neither.
Clint's very methodical when he plays. You know, he's
maybe
making sure
he doesn't want Vincent to claim and remove a Phasma die.
Does it have to be in the pool with Frozen Waste?
Yes.
Okay.
Anytime it dies.
Oh, Frozen. I'm thinking of like Carbon Freezing Chamber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remove it from the die pool, not remove it for the next round. And
is Clint running Carbon Freezing Chamber with his deck?
No, he also runs Frozen Waste.
Okay.
Yeah. Father-son combo. They like to take the same kind of things in. Now, Frozen Waste, I feel a whole lot better with eJango Phasma running Frozen Waste than I do with Palpatine. Just because you can be so much faster. You can be faster with eJango Phasma, and it doesn't hurt you as bad if they claim. So,
right. Yeah, we have a player here. He's actually here today, Ryan, who played eJango Veers pretty much the entire Awakenings meta. Was just eJango Veers and Qui-Gon Rey. And
use your Dark Presence, Vince.
When the new Phasma came out, he switched over to after the rules reference update, he switched over to the eJango Phasma.
Right.
And he was playing it with Carbon Freezing Chamber, which was actually really good.
Yeah.
As well.
So finally seeing a little bit of damage on the board. 4 on
And
Phasma, 1 on eJango.
Vincent was able to claim and get rid of that 2 damage, I think.
Yep. So we're gonna focus to the 3-for-1 on Night Sniper.
So, Palpatine, a third of the way dead.
See, I think there I go ahead and use my Dark Presence if I'm Vince. Re-roll that, hope to get the 2 damage, and then wait to claim until Clint uses that focus.
So Vincent decided to do the Force Illusion to block that 3. Good choice. I mean, he could have waited because Clint doesn't have any unblockable damage.
You know, I talked to Trey about it one time about Force Illusion, because a lot of people will hang on to it trying to get the maximum value out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And it made a lot of sense what Trey said. He basically said that when he drops Force Illusion on the board, he puts a number in his head, and when he takes damage that hits that number, he pops it.
Yeah.
So, and I started doing that with mine, and it seems like I feel a lot better about it. You know, usually when I drop Force Illusion, I say, okay, 3 damage, will pop that Force Illusion.
And 3 damage is probably a good baseline for it.
Now, if I'm playing something with a lot of modified sides, you know,
well,
I might.
I think it's different when you're playing Palpatine because you don't want to Force Illusion away Rise Again.
Right.
So the timing on it is a lot different when you're playing that deck.
Yeah, totally.
Totally. I won't pop it until I draw into my Rise Again.
Totally.
Just so I know it's safe.
Another Night Sniper.
So eJango is a beast right now. And Phasma coming in gets a special and a 1, and that special is still only 2 damage. So he's going to isolate the special. Man, Vincent just knows exactly what to play.
He's so...
It's crazy.
He's still holding that endurance in his hand, too. And he hadn't even activated Palpatine yet.
Salvage stand, that is going to hurt.
That could wreck. That could pretty much shuts off Rise Again.
Unless Vincent has a Rend. I'll
Shields,
drop it down.
discard.
He does hit the discard, so that
Oh, he gets that
procs
Holocron
dark,
special finally.
that
also.
procs Dark Presence. So he's gonna get rid of the Phasma die. Yep. And Django's coming in.
Now, could you wait until he rolls his Django dice to see what he rolls on his Django dice
I
before
think
you?
I think you could, but
Because they're both after,
but Dark
right?
Presence you don't get to choose. So
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So actually, yeah, that could have made a difference. But because Vincent controls the battlefield, he gets to decide which after effect triggers first: Dark Presence or Django.
Oh man, I've been sitting here talking about Dark Presence like it was the one that lets you reroll. It's a 2 cost. It's got Vader on it also.
Power of the Dark Side.
Power of the Dark Side. Man, I've been sitting here talking about it like it's been Power of the Dark Side this whole time.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't notice.
Talking about re-rolling blanks and stuff when I had it in my mouth.
Yeah, guys, we don't advertise that we're like
We're not
the
perfect.
best players. So
by any means, we're not perfect.
ooh, and that hurts even more, disrupting Vincent's last resource.
Yo.
So he salvage stands one and disrupts the other.
And he's holding a Feel Your Anger in his hand. Yep.
So-
Make him discard, Vince. Love that discard.
Yeah, most Palpatine players will say that double discard on Palp is their favorite roll.
Yeah. Get rid of your hand, take 4 damage. Let's go to the next round.
Yep.
Got rid of a doubt. I don't know. Like you said, though, I'd almost rather he kept the doubt. Ooh, that is awesome. That is
I don't even know what
awesome.
Clint's got left. And Clint has to take 2 damage.
Yep.
I think he's trying to decide.
Yeah, I don't think Vince is going to let him forget about it, so.
At this point, maybe just put 2 more on Phasma.
I almost say do that because you don't want to put your characters to where you're in a double kill mode where he can do 6 to 1 kill him and 4 to the other. You know what I mean? So yeah, I almost say you drop it on Phasma there because now.
So he does it to Django. So Django is within range of a No Mercy on a 3.
Yep.
And no redeploy weapons.
Do you still run No Mercy in your Palp?
I actually never run it. I think
You
I ran
never did
actually I think I ran it in the first draft of the deck, but I'd rather use my resources to keep him alive.
And I'd rather have the cards in my hand. I took it out
Yeah.
also. And when I was playing Angry Babies, I had No Mercy for a little
Also,
while.
I have a ton of gray cards in there now.
Yeah. Sound the alarm, guys. It's a good card. Don't knock it. So, gonna focus.
It's a high variance card, but
Yeah.
it is definitely a panic button. It can save the day.
So uses that focus, and Vince claims early just to get rid of that 3 damage. So, do we have a force ability in our hand? Nope.
I don't know about the claim there.
Yeah. He's gonna be keeping him off of resources, so just I don't know though.
It saves him 2 damage, but he didn't do a single point of damage this round.
Yeah, but if he takes that, he puts 3 on Phasma, which puts her within kill range of a 3, and then 2 more on Django, which puts him down to 5 health. I don't know.
He's got to do 13 damage before Palpatine does 13. So it's about even right now.
Yeah, but it almost seems sometimes, Justin, like the 2 palp damage you take every turn can get you in trouble. Knowing where to put it when. I've seen so many times people will just keep taking a character down to where all of a sudden Palpatine takes out 2 characters at one time.
Yep.
It's not a bad thing if I'm gonna have 3 health left on a character after he does direct damage with the die itself. you know, a lot of times I'll put that character left to 1 health. You know, just to keep my other character healthy. That way, one, you can waste damage from a dice. So they kill him, you know. I don't know. It's kind of tricky. You can get yourself in trouble. And that's what Palpatine does well, though. That's what he loves.
I saw somebody post on like some forum that they want to build a deck. They want to build a deck that has every single card that makes your opponent make a decision in their deck. Just so that
abandon all hope. Palpatine.
Let the Wookiee win.
Let the Wookiee win.
You know, create Dragon Howl. Things like that. Just to overwhelm your opponent with decisions. And try to like make him make a mistake.
That could be fun. It seems like something a couple of our deck builders here would build.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, eventually the card pool will be large enough you can do something like that.
Totally.
And probably play decent cards as well.
Yeah. So, getting 3 in. So, we're going to see Vince's shenanigans here.
He's going to 4-speed. See what he wants to
do. Got
do.
to use the Force in his hand.
But Clint was able to salvage stand a resource.
Yeah.
So, Vincent keeping the 2 shields.
And getting that 3 on Palp. Oh, man.
So...
Oh, no, he has another action.
Yeah.
Slow down, Clint. Slow down, Clint. Yeah, I think you definitely want to do the damage.
Going for eJango?
Yep. No, putting it on Phasma. Oh, yeah, he did go for eJango. Oh, no. He's just changing out tokens.
Oh, so, yeah, they didn't have any 1 damage tokens left. So, no, eJango should lose the shields and have 1 on him. Right? Oh, he went for...
Yeah, he's been going after Phasma.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Vincent's reminding him that the 2 damage. Phasma had 4. Didn't he just deal 3? So Phasma should be at 7?
Phasma had a shield.
Oh, she had a shield. Okay.
Yeah.
So now he doesn't like you. Going to remove the Palpatine die.
And endurance. Yep.
Here we go.
Oh, discard.
Discard.
Oh, that feels so good, Vince.
Man, endurance is amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's the Dark
Presence. Oh.
So probably gonna remove the damage, I'd imagine.
Keep the resource, yeah.
And then he'll probably be able to discard him and then claim and remove a Phasma die. Yep. Unless Clint rolls the same side on both Phasmas. So we got a special and a 2.
So that turns Phasma special on after he does the 2 ranged.
I think Vincent's got pretty much control of this game at this point.
Yeah. Discard both your cards.
Especially because Vincent still has another indomitable
Vince is
left.
like, Vince is going, here, Dad, here's 2 1 damage tokens. Don't forget to put these on your characters. Gonna put 1. Now, see, I think if you put 1 on
and that was another
Phasma,
thing that Vincent was really good at is when he resolves Palp dice, he would say, take 2, take 2.
I finally got my daughter into the habit of saying, you know, and 2 more as you choose after she resolves the Palpatine dice.
Yep. Yeah, I usually give my opponents the benefit of the doubt. Like,
yeah, I just want to maintain the game.
I'll resolve it, and then I'll give them a moment
Yeah.
to do it themselves. But
yeah,
just because I don't know, it's kind of annoying sometimes. Like, especially when you're playing on Tabletop Simulator.
yeah,
And there's people that are just like ping, 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 and want to ping everything on the screen.
yeah.
And I'm like, yes, I know what that card does.
Yeah.
You don't have to ping it every time.
Yeah,
But
now if you give me a second, I haven't done it. You know, put an arrow on it and all. So Vince got a truce and a holdout blaster with the 2 discard. Doesn't feel too bad. So 3 more.
yeah, I mean, he probably doesn't even care about the cards. Just needs the damage. So Vince gets the claim.
He's got another endurance in his hands.
Yeah, that salvage stand has been hurting him though.
Yeah.
And Clint put he doesn't like you on top of his salvage stand, so he might forget about it. So back a muscle for another one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's a lot of damage piling up though. Pop's already do 11.
Yeah, did he mistake that for his discard pile maybe?
don't know. Did they mess up this damage?
No. No, with the damage I saw after he took 2.
Oh, because he rerolled and the Night Sniper got the +2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty big swing. Because Django could just roll in here and obliterate him.
More discard and 2 ranged.
So that's a dead Phasma. But we'll see what Django can do. He only needs 4. And he's got 5 dice.
Now Vince has that holocron special again, so let's see if he has a target for it.
And he gets 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, no,
and that'll be it.
Oh, yeah, this game, because he's going to resolve his dice. Yep. Oh, man, hard fall, Vince.
And Vince could proc Dark Presence here, but it doesn't make a difference. I'm not sure what they were talking about. I think Clint's just doing the math, making sure that he can, in fact, kill Palp.
Yep.
I don't know what he's checking the damage, I think. So do you think we're going to see this Django Phasma at regionals?
It's possible. It's not a bad day. I mean,
Vince looks pretty unhappy, but yeah, especially on stream, it doesn't feel good to lose when it's family. But that was a good match.
I'm gonna
actually.
have to call CPS, Clint. That was child abuse.
Yeah,
you beat your child.
It was a pretty long match for how explosive both of these decks can be.
Yeah.
I mean, that just goes with the survivability of Palp and, you know, the good removal of...
Right. And I'll be honest with you, I thought Vince had control of that game for a lot.
I mean, up until that last round, you know, he still had an Indomitable left. He still had plenty of removal, but, you know, Django just danced around it and was just like, you're going to take at least 3 you can't do anything about every turn. And I'll take one of your resources so you can't rise again.
Right. Yep. Palp doesn't like resource disruption or shield generation.
So, anyways, do you think we're going to see Django Phasma at regionals?
I think there are going to be some there. It's not a bad pairing. I mean, you get 4 dice.
Yeah, I think
Phasma's good. Action cheating with Django. You know, it's not a bad day.
Yeah, it's like Sabine Ezra. Like, you know, if Django rolls hot, then you can't stop it.
Yeah, and
that's why shield decks are.
You know, having two Night Snipers on him in the first, was it round 3? He had the second Night Sniper on him. You know, having a fully loaded up Django like that, going from there on out. I don't know. I think it's a good pairing. I really do. And it does what it does, you know. You either have to mitigate Phasma's special sides, or Django sits over there and bait and switches you, you know, and knocking the crap out of you with range damage. So, I don't know. It's like I said, right now the format's so wide open. You know, the meta's so wide open. Honestly, I think we're going to see every deck that has come top 4 in the tournament or top 8 in the tournament in the past month. I think is going to be there. You know, I don't expect to see I don't expect to see an overly prominent deck. I think there's probably going to be quite a bit of Sabine Ezra, quite a bit of Qui-Gon Kanan. But I think there's going to be a wide range of things. You're going to have to be able to handle a wide range of opponents.
Yeah, which is really exciting, you know.
Yeah. Like I said, I love where that's at right now. It's just so nerve-wracking, especially, you know, in the position I put myself in. You know, right now, less than a week until we go, and I still haven't nailed down what I'm going to take. Right. So, wouldn't be so bad if there were 2 prominent decks.
I think the deck that I'm most scared to sit across the table from is 5-Die Villain.
I have not played against it yet.
Really?
I have not seen it. you keep telling me about it. Other people keep telling me about it. I keep reading about it. Anything that can just pop you with 10 damage turn one, like crap. You know, what do I do?
Yeah, it just has so many dice to control. It has good removal. It has force illusion or hunker down or things like that to stay alive.
Now I'm gonna get your opinion on camera, Justin. Night Sister or Royal Guard with 5 dice villain?
Night Sister.
Night Sister. You like the ping to reroll?
Well, she's got 2 black damage sides.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of people like the Guardian right now, though.
Really?
Yeah.
So Elite Ba, Elite Sienna, Royal Guard.
Mm-hmm.
You can't even do that. Royal Guard's 9.
So then, who was telling me about?
Are you talking about the 7th Sister with Royal Guard?
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's only 4 dice.
Yeah, 4 dice. It's not 5 dice. You're right.
Yeah.
Yep. You're right.
Sorry for that misinformation, guys.
It's not misinformation. We corrected it. It's just me being silly.
But do I like Royal Guard or Magna Guard in that list? I actually like the Magna Guard for Rainbow.
Yeah, you get the red. Yep.
I don't know. Magna Guard's a good late game finisher. Best defense, cannon fodder is good on him. Electrostaff is really good on him. Electrostaff is really good in that deck in general. Not even on him. Just put it on the Gamorrean.
Yeah, Electrostaff is good.
Yeah, the number of times it's another 2-cost upgrade that has a 3-side. So between that and Ancient Lightsaber, you have the potential to roll a lot.
A lot of damage.
So, all right.
I
So
don't
we
know
got.
what to take, Justin. Ugh.
What are you leaning towards?
That's the problem. I'm not leaning towards anything. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm more of an aggro-based player.
What are you guys, the viewers, taking to regionals, and what would y'all recommend Rob gives a try?
Yeah, guys, tell me what to take.
Give him some ideas, and we'll get back to those after the next match. And round 3 should be starting up around 3:45. There's still about 6 minutes left in the round, so we'll be back at 3:45. Stick with us, guys, and we'll see you then.